Please, can you hear me? Okay. Please, if you can hear me, just comment on the session. All right. Thanks to everyone for joining. Good evening once again. Happy New Year to everyone joining our channel. If today is your first time, please do us a favor by liking and also sharing the video to anyone that you know. I believe this year, many of you that you are following our channel, you are going to do your best, and also by the grace of God, you are going to get your license. And I believe that you do your best also to learn. So today we are just going to, I think the video I did the last time, there was some network errors. So I'm trying to do the same question, redo the video and upload it. I'm not going to do it live. I'm going to upload the full video. So once I'm done with the video, I will upload it so that you will get a much understanding about the first video. So we are just going to answer some 30 questions. Okay. All right. So as we can see on our screens, please, if you can see it clear, you can send me a message on the comment section to know so that I will proceed. Okay. Uh, please, if you can see the questions, I want to know so that I will proceed. All right, let's go. I think the network, because it's live video, the network is really trying to disturb. So even if you are not getting the image clear, I think I'm going to read it so that you will go for it. We don't want to waste more time. All right. So the first question we have here is saying that la revisione della patente di guida è disposta quando si accerti che conducente alla guida senza avere con sé la patente. La, la revisione della patente, like the revision of the driving license, is being done when the driver is not having the license with him. It is not true. It is false. So because when the driver is not having your driving license with you, what the police are going to do is they are going to give you a notification that next time try to what to have your driving license with you. That is why now they are even doing it digital so that once they see you and they have your identity, they can already know that you are having the driving license. You are not even going to carry it along. And the second question is saying that circulando dietro ad una veicolo in trasporto una carico che sta per cadere, conviene spostarlo subito anche se in curva. Circulando dietro ad una veicolo che trasporta un carico, si sta per cadere, viene spostarlo subito anche se in curva. Like when you are driving at the back of a car and the car is having some cargo, which is like loading something, and the thing is about to fall, it fall on the street. You have to try to what? Remove the thing and put it off from the road. If it is what? Possible. So if something fall on the street as a driver, first of all you have to check if it is in your ability to what to move it. You can move it to the side of the road. If you cannot move it to, you have to what signal the road with what the triangle. That is the signal, the triangle. You put it at the back of the car. Only if there is what there is the possibility that you are not going to what move it, the thing is heavy. And you have to know that it is mostly also done on the autostrada and for Chita. In the centro, you cannot signal when your car is having something. So it says circulando dietro una vehicle che trasporta un carico che sta per cadere. Conviene spostarlo subito anche se in curva. When you are in curva, you cannot stop the car in the curva and what arrange the thing. So you have to what try and what park well and arrange your things. So this one is not what is false. So it is not very false. El segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada con macchina pericoloso. Yeah. Una strada di what? Banchina pericoloso. When you talk of banchina is part of the strada. And una banchina is part of the what? The strada. So this one is saying segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada con banchina pericolosa. So it's vero because it's part of the road. And the part of the road that is what the banchina is where you are going to see this sign that they have placed. It means that when you go side of the road too much, you are going to what? You are going to be off the road. And if you don't take care, you are going to what? Have your car somersault or be off the road. So this one is vero. The fourth question is saying is so paso in autostrada por excel motivo di incidente se viaggio con la luce annabaliante sempre accesa. When you are driving on autostrada and you have your what your highlight what on, it is what it is going to what give the cars which are in front of you what reflection on their mirrors. Like when you highlight your light and you are driving, the one in front of you will have a reflection of the what of the light in his driving mirror, the one in the middle of the car, and even sometimes at the side of the car. So the specchietto retrovisore, like the light, the mirror at the side. So you don't hold your what your light accesa whilst you are on the autostrada. You don't hold it on. So it said that il suo passo in autostrada può essere motivo di incidente si viaggia con la luce annabaliente sempre accesa. Okay, I think someone is saying they cannot see the fourth question. Yeah, I think it's the network that is making. All right, I'm coming. Let's speak it again. Let's see. Please, if you can see it, let me know. So it says, so passa un'autostrada può essere motivo di incidente se si viaggia con la luce annabaliante sempre accesa. The low light is the annabaliante. The albaliante is the what? Is the highlight. The annabaliante is the low light. So this one is the normal low light that we have, and that one is always on when you are driving on the autostrada. It's rather the albaliante, which is the highlight. So in a question like this one here can turn all the question to be what to be false, because albaliante is highlight and anabaliante is what? Low light, that normal light that we use. So this question here is what? Is false, it's not vero. The fifth question is saying, quando si deve far scendere una passeggero? Quando si deve far scendere una passeggero? Bisogna tenere presente che apertura del portiere della destra è priva di qualsiasi rischio e pericolo. Yes. When somebody wants to come out from your car, or when you want to let somebody drop from your car, you have to know that when somebody is coming out from the car, from the left side or the right side, it is very periculous, because if the person is coming out from the right side, which is the side of the passenger side, there might be a bicycle coming out from the other side of the road. So you have to make sure you watch your mirror before what you let the person what get down. So it says, quando si deve fare scendere una passeggero, bisogna tenere presente che apertura del portiere a destra è priva di qualsiasi rischio e pericolo. Vero. The sixth question is saying that nel veicolo dotato di servofreno, se si pericolo un lunga discesa con il cambio in folle e motore spento, aumenta il rischio di provocare incidente. Aumenta il rischio di what? Provocare incidente. When you are driving on the what? On the hill and you are getting down, and you put your car in folly, that is free. You put the car in free, and you what? You off the car also. It makes the engine, the steer, first of all, it makes the steer very difficult to control. And secondly, when you press the brake is not going to work, because the brake uses what? The car mechanism to what? To apply it, to let the brake what? Work. So when you off the brake, the car engine, the brake is not going to also what? Work well. And secondly, the highest thing is the steer is not going to work, because the steer is going to be what? Difficult, especially the old cars that we are having. They are using the engine to what? To use the belt that will turn the motor for the steer to what? To work. And they are using oil. They are using oil like some red oil. That is what they use for the what? The steer, to make it very soft. So it is very. The seventh question is saying that la revoca della patente da patente è disposta quando il titolo perde permanente per sempre e requisti fisici richiesti, like revoca the patente, when they want to what? Revoca, when they say revoca the patente, when they take your driving license from you, when they take it quarter, like when they take it from you, that they are not going to give it back to you. He said revoca. When they revoke your patente, that means they have taken it from you. And he says, disposta quando titolo perde penalmente sempre requisti fisici richiesti, like when somebody loses his sight, or makes a tend to a disability, they will what? They will revoke the license. It is not true. When they will what? They will take your license from you. It's when maybe you have done something very grave. And secondly, if someone loses maybe his leg or his arm, the license is not going to be taken from the person. It's not going to be taken from the person. So, for example, maybe if you get accident that makes your eye go blind, that they are what? They are going to work on it for it to what? To come. I think you can still drive. But when it is permanent, when the thing is permanent, that is when you cannot drive. But this one here, the question is saying that physically requires, like maybe your physical body, you lose some part of your body, that one you can still drive. When you have one hand, you can still drive. So it is not vero, but rather falso, because if you lose part of your body, it doesn't resist you from what? Driving. Se lo stesso vibra si devi fare controllare la bilanciatura della ruota posteriore. Se lo stesso vibra si devi fare controllare la bilanciatura della ruota posteriore. When the steer what vibrates, you have to control what the bilanciatura, like the alignment of the what of the car. And it says that posteriori. No, when they are talking of the alignment is being done. They put the car on the machine and they check the front steer. That is the one holding the car. So it is not the rotor posteriori, but rather what anteriori. We talk of anterior, that is the front tire. So they check alignment for the front car tire. It's not the back tire that they check alignment. So it's false. El segnale raffigurato indica una pistola di sosta a destra. This one is false. So this one is what? Una incrocia con T. So this one there's having a strada minore, that is small road here, and this one you have diritto di what precedenza. So this one is false. So it is not sosta. Il pannello integrativo figura posto sul segnale divieto di sosta indica che non possono sostare i veicoli rappresentati. È falso. This one is what? Segnale di what? Macchina that do cleaning on the street. So this one, as they have pasted this time here, it is indicating that you have to what? Avoid parking in the hours of 9 in the evening to 4 in the morning, from lunedì to what? Venerdì. So when they put this one there, they will put what deviated the parkeggio sosta on the top or at the down, or the mostly on the top, to indicate that you are not what? You are not allowed to park there. But this machina here is machina for what? Cleaning, and it is not for the car not to pass. But this one is rather telling you that from this hours here or this times here, they are going to work there. So it's false. So I think our time is up. So I cannot select the section here, but the 10th question is false. Guidando una veicolo che emette troppo gas di scarico, in quintet si può essere punti con una sanzione amministrativa e ritiro della carta di circolazione. Guidando una veicolo emette troppi gas di scarico, in quinti o può essere punti con una sanzione amministrativa e ritiro della carta di circolazione. When you are driving and your car is making inquinamento, when you talk of inquinamento, when your car is smoking, when the smoke at the back of the car is very high, and you say that when it is what? Trouble, they can give you a punishment, or they can take it like they can take point from your driving license. So it is what? Vero. It said amministrativo e ritiro della carta di what? Circolazione. With the carta di circolazione, you cannot take your carta di circolazione. See, they can give you sanction, yeah. And most of the time, the only thing that when you have offense also that the police they normally do is they don't just take anything from you, but they take your carta di circolazione. That is the paper for the driving, the one that you have your car papers, that your car information on it. So this is also what the 11th question. The 12th question is saying that il segnale raffigurato può essere installato su una veicolo per preavvisare una cantiere stradale. Può essere what? Fissato o installato sulla una veicolo per preavvisare una cantiere stradale. È vero. These two signs here, the first one will advise you that, like, will alert that the road has been closed from the left hand side, and now it is no more 3 lanes again, but rather 2. Why they make it like this is they are working at the 3rd lane here, which is the third course, when you are counting from the left, the 3rd course here. So when they block it, they now reduce the road to be 2 lanes. So this one is also indicating that there's workers on the street, and 500 meters you have to see people working on the street. So you have to be very attentive. So this one is what? Vero. Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un'incrocio ove non è consentito proseguire diretto. Segnare raffigurato più annuncia un incrocia non è consentita proseguire diritto. This one is indicating that you obligo the what? A destra. So it is vero because it is not allowed to what? To go straight. So it is vero. Thanks to everyone who is watching us and also thanks to those who have been following us from day one. I really appreciate everyone and your efforts also. I nostri sensi sono in grado di i nostri sensi sono in grado di percepire stimoli di qualunque intensità. I nostri sensi sono in grado di percepire stimoli e qualunque intensità. This question here, I want anyone online to give me the answer for this one. The 14th question. It says in nostri. So I need answer for this one. It says our sense of what? Our sense i nostri sensi sono in grado di percepire stimoli di qualunque intensità. Okay. So the 14th question is also vero. È pericoloso effettuare il rientro dopo il sorpasso se la manovra costringe il veicolo sorpassati e frenare bruscheramente. Like when you do overtake. Please, can you hear me? If you can hear me, please give me message on the comment section. I think our network is really disturbing us. If you can hear me, please give me a comment at the section if you can hear me. All right, let's continue. La airbag, la airbag utile soltanto nella percorso extraurbane è falso. The airbag is used every time. It's not only extraurbane. So this one is what falso. The 18th is falso. Nella rimorchio con freno a inizia dopo una prolungata periodo di inattività. Freni potrebbero aver perso efficienza al corso della ruggine. Nella rimorchio con freno ad inizio dopo una prolungata periodo di inattività. I freni potrebbero aver perso efficienza al corso della ruggine. Sì. Della freni di rimorchio when it is not being used for a long time because it is being packed, it can cause it to have what inefficiency. So this one is what very wrong. Il segnale raffigurato vieta il transito all'autocarro con massa pieno carico superiore 6,5 tonnellate. This tonnellate here that you are seeing, every tonnellate is what um, one tonnellate is mille, 1 mille the what kilometer kilogram, mille the kilogram. So say tonnellate is talking about 6 million, 6 mille, say mille,5 tonnellate quintale. So 6,5 6,000,5 that is 6,5 what tonnellate. So that is 6,500,000 and something kilogram. That is 6,5 tonnellate. And it says Niara figurate vieta transito carry con masse pieno carico superare 6,5 tonnellate. È vero. Il guanti da motociclista potrebbe proteggono il palmo della mano in caso di caduto con strisciamento sull'asfalto. I guanti della motociclisti proteggono il palmo della mano in caso di caduto con strisciamento sull'asfalto. While the guanti that the motorcyclists, like people who drive motorbicycles, they use prevent their hands from what getting injured when they fall on the street or when they get accident. It prevents them because if you are not wearing it and you get accident, your hand will be on the road and you will be moving with the motorbicycle or the bike that you are using. So it prevents your hand from what? From getting injured. And it says, "I guanti da motociclisti proteggono il palmo della mano in caso di caduto o strisciamento sull'asfalto." So, è vero. The 22nd question is saying that uso della proiettori a luce abbagliate, highlight, va sostituito con quelle della proiettori la luce anabbagliante quando si incrociano altri veicoli. This question here, you have to be very careful when you are driving with a low light and maybe the place is not good and you want to use the highlight. When you see somebody coming with a car, you have to reduce your albaliante to anabaliante, low light, the low beam, so that it will not affect the person who is coming. Because if you give him a highlight and he also give you highlight, both of you are going to be crashing together, or you are not going to see the road. So when you have highlight, the person will give you low light. When you have low light, the person can give you highlight. So it varies one to other. You give him low light, he give you highlight. Then guys pass and you go. So it says anabaliante vanno sostituire con quelle di proiettorio luce anabaliante quando si incrocia altri veicoli. È vero. Il segnale raffigurato si trova su strada extraurbane. Yeah, strada extraurbane. See, because this one is what? Extraurbane. It says Sora Napoli. So when you are driving on extraurbane, that is for Wichita, you see this one is telling you that you can take SS32 to Sora Napoli. And when you take your right hand side, you are going to go to Centro or the station of what? I don't know the city, but the station. So this sign here, the whole sign is called Segnale di Indicazione. So this one is saying extraurbane, so vero. La striscia bianca continua di mezzo in figura permette la manovra di soprassustenza superiore. See, if you want to do overtaking, and this lane here is doppel linear, two lanes, and this one is two lanes. You can do overtaking without passing to this how do you call it, this yellow white lane in the middle, because anywhere you see lane white continuous like this is strada discontinua. A strada continua. The discontinua is the one that is breaking. So this one is strada continua, linear continua. And whenever you see it, you cannot cross to the other side, but you can do overtaking when this lane is doppio senso di what circulazione. So if you guys are walking or driving on the same lane that is two lane, you can overtake. But if it is one lane, you cannot pass here to do overtaking to the other side. It says Bianca continua in mezza in figura, permette la manovra di sorpasso senza superare è falso, because if it is one lane, you cannot do overtaking without passing somebody here. Se ad uno infortunato della strada è entrato un colpo estraneo in occhio, bisogna costringerlo a tenere occhio aperto per evitare altre lesioni. When something fall in your eye as a driver or your passenger, something fall in his eyes, the only thing you have to do is you prevent the eye from what having another effect. So if you have bandage, you can use it to cover it. And it says that se ad uno infortunato della strada è entrato un corpo estraneo nella occhio, bisogna stringerlo o tenere l'occhio aperto per evitare altre lesioni. Lesioni è falso, because if you open it like this again and you are going, once something has happened to the eyes, I think you are going to also have another effect. You have to cover it with what? Something that is pulita. You cannot just go and take any bandage on the floor and come and use it what to bandage somebody's eyes. So that is it. Please forgive me for the network. I think my network is very very bad. I think I have to try and change the network. So let's manage it for now. Il segnale raffigurato in figura obbliga a mantenere la velocità indicata. This one here is semaphore the what? Underverde. This one is semaphore the underverde. When you talk of semaphore the underverde, when the light on, that means you have to use the speed limit of the light that is on. So if it's on 50, you have to maintain the speed limit of 50. So you get to the what? The semaphore the underverde, where is what going to be green. So this one is semaphore the underverde. It says semaphore in figura obbliga a mantenere la velocità indicata. Obbliga, no, it's not obbliga to maintain the velocity here. Il segnale raffigurato indica una stazione balneare alla sinistra. Stazione balneare alla sinistra. Sinistra a destra. Sinistra here is centro. Nurge Speranza. Nurge Speranza. When you take left, you are going to what? Nurage Speranza. So the right hand side is the one going to what? The Benari. It is not station. This one is talking about what? A place that trains are what train is passing. And when you go straight, you are going to Portos Torres. So this one is segnale di indicazione. And the answer here is what? Falso. Secondo la norma le precedenza incrocia rappresentato in figura, il veicolo T transita per primo. Il veicolo T transita per primo. Why veicolo T transita per primo? Veicolo T is a train, a tram, and it cannot stop for any other car to pass. So veicolo T transita primo, it goes first, and second, once this car has gone, we give precedenza to the what? To the right hand side. You give precedenza to a destra, to the one at the destra. So when this tram moves, the next one that is going to move is the R and the O go ultimo. Okay, the last question here is saying that la fermata di una veicolo è la temporanea sospensione della marcia per consentire la salita o discesa della persona. La fermata. gioco fermata when you stop di una veicolo è temporanea sospensione della marcia per consentire la salita o discesa della persona. È vero. When you leave the car to stop and you let people get down and also enter the car, that is fermata. La sosta is when you leave the car and close the gate, remove your key and go and sleep somewhere and come back again. That is, or leave the car for 1, 2 hours or 30 minutes. That is what sosta. This one is fermata because the driver will still be in the car or somebody will be in the car waiting. So that one is normally fermata. You stop. So this one is what? Vero. Okay. Wow. Soon we are done with our question. Yeah, Chidoze is saying that the number 24 is saying that you can still overtake even if it's sensor unico but without crossing the lane. Yeah, you can overtake but depending on the corsia, if the corsia is two lanes corsia, because if it is only one lane or one corsia and you are driving with cars in front of you, you cannot bypass to the lane at the middle to what to do the overtaking. So it's depending on the road that you are using. If you are having a road that is doppio senso di circolazione, due going and due coming, you can do the overtaking without taking the what the spata traffico, the middle lane. But if it is only one lane for you going and the other car following your back, you cannot do overtaking. So it depends also on the what? On the lane. For example, the picture you are seeing, they didn't indicate on it that the lane is doppio senso or the lane is what? Una senso. They didn't say senso like una lane or something like that. They just put it there like you cannot overpass the middle lane to do overtaking. So depending on the lane that you are using. All right. Thanks to everyone for your time. For those of us who couldn't join early, Happy New Year once again. And I think this year is going to be a great year. Um, our team for our church, Master Seed Chapel, is saying that the year of what? Thanksgiving. The year of what? Thanksgiving. So I think we are not going to waste you guys your time. We'll end here and being thankful to God for what He has done for the previous years. So this year is what? A year of being thankful, like Thanksgiving. Wow. We're going to meet again in the next coming days. See you all and have a wonderful evening. And the Lord be with you. Ciao.